clear to me when you look at what's going on in Sacramento, your state capital right now, that there is an effort to try and corrupt the vote as much as possible. Whether it is the motor voter, which is filled with corruption, I want to talk about that in a minute, to this entire notion of pre-registering teenagers who aren't even old enough to register to vote, which is fraught with all kinds of ability to kind of steer them to the correct political party. And we know what that is in California. That's called the Democrat Party.
This is true, actually, Graham, and thank you for having me and thank you for asking. Yes, we are seeing these initiatives that, actually rightly so, are trying to increase voter participation in California. However, what we're seeing in the latest pattern we're talking about right today is that we're seeing these technical glitches that are, sort of plaguing these new initiatives. The new initiatives come out, they want to register children to vote, or they want to register everybody who transacts with the DMV, but then they launch it right before an election and without what we believe is not properly beta tested. And then they find out, oh my gosh, during the election, all these problems happen. The latest being 23,000 people who have been registered improperly through the DMV.
Right, so I want to drill down on that. In California, when folks interact with the DMV, getting a driver's license or what have you, they're automatically registered to vote, whether they're in the country legally or not, and that's a problem in and of itself. But this system apparently, like you said, either wasn't tested, it clearly doesn't work right, or there's a little bit of operator error involved there, and several hundred people clicked the box to opt out, but in fact they were registered to vote.
23,000 people were misregistered through the DMV system, this new motor voter program. 1,600 of those people had actually opted out, which is maybe they weren't citizens, or maybe they had some reason they don't want to vote, and that is their right not to vote. They got registered anyway. The other remaining people got the wrong party preference, the wrong vote by mail versus polling place, method of voting preference, wrong language. And it was simply that the operators had forgotten to clear their screen before the next customer came to their desk. Well, why is that? We're a high-tech state. That should be an automatic software, programming aspect of the program, where it just automatically clears the.
Maybe it wasn't by mistake. Two headlines beyond the DMV debacle caught my eye, and one of them is just egregious from the Daily Wire. San Francisco begins registering illegal aliens to vote. And the other one is California governor signs Every Vote Counts Act to give voters the opportunity to correct mismatched signatures on mail ballots. That one, I read about that one. It seems as though that opens the door for impersonation. Oh yeah, that could be your signature, or maybe not. Go ahead and vote. But as long as you vote Democrat. But the other one, the San Francisco, allowing illegals to vote. I don't care if it's just a school board. This is an attack on our constitutional right.
Yes, we agree with this. The people, whether they're illegal or legally here, but if they're non-citizens, they are under the jurisdiction of the Constitution or the laws of their own country.
Right.
And they need to register to vote there. They are not under the jurisdiction of our Constitution because they are not citizens. So we believe it is unconstitutional for them to be registering to vote, even for local, city council meetings or whatever, or elections, because that's a slippery slope.
So you have a pretty bunch of big issues coming up in November for California. You could possibly elect a Republican governor. Who knows? You have a race between two Democrats for United States Senate, which is a bit of a joke. But you also have the repeal of the gas tax. So how confident are you of the results? Let's say the gas tax vote is a close one, given the fact that we know hundreds, thousands, maybe more illegal immigrants and people who should not be voting in California are voting. How confident are you of a close race that these results are going to be accurate?
Well, we don't know actually the literal number of people who are voting illegally. We have tips of the iceberg that we've found through our research. So we just are very concerned always that we have a free and fair election. So hopefully it won't be close, where those things come into play more. And we're just hoping that some of these technical issues are solved before the election and so on. But it's a long battle for us, and we've been in it since 2010.
Well, maybe one day you can replace that hope with actual constitutional thinking. Who knows, Alan? Good luck. Thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.